Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. So in today's video we are going to understand how to automatically generate signature requests based on new rows in Google Sheets. So here my objective is that whenever in my Google Sheet in a new row I'm going to add the customer details, then by using DocuSign I wish to send that customer a document regarding authentication or signature purposes. So now to do this I need to build a connection between these two applications, for which I'm going to use this amazing automation software, that is Pabbly Connect. So Pabbly Connect follows the concept of trigger and action. So now to automate this entire process, my trigger application will be Google Sheets and my action application will be DocuSign. So if you want to learn more about this, follow me through the screen. In this video, we are going to understand how to automatically generate new signature requests based on new rows in Google Sheets. So here my objective is that whenever in this Google Sheet in a new row, I'm going to add the name and the email of my customer. Then by using DocuSign, I wish to automatically generate the signature request and send it to my customer for the further authentication process. So now to automate this process, I'm going to use Pabbly Connect, and as an existing user, I'm going to sign in. But if you're a new user, you can click on the sign up for free button and every month you will get 100 tasks for free. So as an existing user, I'm going to sign in. So this here is my all applications page, and here I will go to Pabbly Connect and click on access now to reach my dashboard. In the meanwhile, subscribe to our channel. So this here is my dashboard, and now in order to create a new workflow, I will go to my right hand side corner and click on this create workflow button. So now in this dialog box appearing, I need to give my workflow a name. So here I've named it as automatically generate new signature requests based on new rows in Google Sheets. And on my left hand side, you can see that these are the folders that I've created before. So I want to save this workflow in the folder named as DocuSign automation, because this automation is for DocuSign. And over here, I'm going to click on create. So as I did that, now I have arrived on a very important window which consists of trigger and action. Basically, trigger and action are the two most important principles or concepts of Pabbly Connect on which this entire automation and integration will depend. Trigger says when this happens, action says do this. Action is an automated response of a trigger application, and in a workflow, we can only have one trigger but multiple action applications. So now moving to my use case, that is to automatically generate new signature requests based on new rows in Google Sheets. So now in order to automate this process, I will go to my trigger window, and over here I'm going to search for Google Sheets as my trigger application. Here it is. And the trigger event will be new or updated spreadsheet row. So this trigger will start working whenever a new row will be added or updated in the spreadsheet. So now moving to my action window, as I want to generate new signature request. So I'm going to do that by the help of DocuSign. So here DocuSign will be my action application, and the action event will be to create signature request. And now as you can see that I have selected my action application and the action event along with my trigger application and the trigger event. So my objective is to automatically generate new signature request based on new rows in Google Sheets. So over here I will go to my trigger window, and over here you can see that a webhook URL is given, and over here along with that a help desk is given. So read this help desk given below carefully, because this webhook URL will act as a bridge to connect your Google Sheets with Pabbly Connect. So now to build the connection, I'm going to take you to my Google Sheet. So over here, this is my Google Sheet by the name of DocuSign details. It consists of two columns, name and the email, and it only consists of one sheet. So in this Google Sheet, whenever I'm going to add a new customer name and the email, so I want to generate a new signature request for that customer by using DocuSign. So now firstly, to connect this Google Sheet with Pabbly Connect, I will go to extensions and make sure that you should also have this Pabbly Connect webhooks extension in order to make the connection. So if you don't have it, you can simply go to get add-ons, and over here you can search for Pabbly Connect webhooks. Here it is. So you also have to install the same extension by using this process. So I've already installed it. So it says installed. I'm going to close this. Now in order to build a connection, I will go to extensions, go to Pabbly Connect webhooks, and here I will go to initial setup. So here in initial setup, it says the webhook URL will be set up on the below selected sheet, that is sheet 1. Now moving to the webhook URL part. So from Pabbly Connect, I'm going to copy it, and over here, I'm going to paste it. So now moving to the trigger column. So the trigger column is the final data column on which if the data is added, the whole of that row data will be sent to Pabbly Connect. So here in this Google Sheet, B is my final data column. So B will be my trigger column. And now here I'm going to click on submit. So it says the setup configured successfully. So as the setup is configured successfully, but before moving ahead, I will go to extensions once again, go to Pabbly Connect Webhooks, and here I will go to send on event. So by clicking on send on event, I'm going to make sure that the details which I'm going to add in this Google Sheet will get captured in Pabbly Connect. So that means now whenever in a new row, I'm going to add the details. So those details will be sent to Pabbly Connect automatically. So here I'm going to click on send on event. So once that is done, I'm going to refresh it as this is an important step. So now in this new row, I'm going to add the name. So here the name will be dummy user. And here the email will be dummyuser@pabblytudes.com. So now in this new row, I've mentioned the details and these details would have been captured in Pabbly Connect. So here in Pabbly Connect, you can see that I have received a response. So over here is the trigger column, spreadsheet name, spreadsheet ID, sheet name, sheet ID, row index, name and the email. So that means that row details is successfully captured over here in Pabbly Connect. So the first step of this automation is setup. That means now whenever in a new row in that Google Sheet, I'm going to add the name and the email, then automatically the details will get captured over here in Pabbly Connect. So this trigger will instantly capture the new incoming data and the workflow execution will start in real time. So as I've got the details over here in Pabbly Connect, now I want to automatically generate new signature requests by using DocuSign. So over here, in order to do that, I need to establish a connection between DocuSign and Pabbly Connect. So I'm going to click on connect. And now to add a new connection, I will simply click on connect with DocuSign. I've already opened DocuSign in one of the tabs and the authorization was successful. So as you can see that DocuSign and Pabbly Connect is connected, it has automatically detected my account and the base. So now moving to the template and the document part. So here in DocuSign under templates, I have only one template that is by the name of product terms and condition. And over here is the document name that is termcondition.pdf. So here in Pabbly Connect, I've selected it, template and the document. So now moving to email subject and the message part. So over here, I'm going to frame it. So over here, I framed the email subject and the message. So after for, I want to mention the name of my customer. So over here from the response received, I'm going to map it. So basically mapping means to insert the value from the previous step that we have received. So over here again in the message after dear, I wish to mention the name of my customer and I've mapped it. So the message goes as, Dear dummy user, I hope you are doing great. Kindly sign the product terms and conditions document to proceed further in the process. Regards, Pap Digi. And over here in the recipient's name. So again, as I've received these details from Google Sheets, so I'm going to map these details in these fields. So over here, as you can see that I've mapped the recipient's name and the recipient's email and the role will be of the signer because I'm sending this document so that they could sign it. And now moving to the status. So the status will be sent because I want to send this document to my customer. So over here, as you can see that I have mapped the details in these fields. This method of mapping is important so that every time I'm going to receive a new response, so that response could be taken into consideration in these fields. If I would have written this information manually, in that case, this information could have become static, which means that it wouldn't change even if I would have received a new response. So in order to avoid that problem, we map the information. So as I've mapped the details, here I'm going to click on Save and Send Test Request. So over here, you can see that I have received a response and this here is a positive response. So now taking you to DocuSign and over here you can see that a new document is generated successfully. So over here in DocuSign, you can see that a new signature request document is successfully created. So it goes as document for dummy user. Here is the recipient, that is dummy user, and here is the mail ID. So that means this document would have been sent to dummy user on this mail ID. So now I'm going to show you the email as well, which would have been sent. So over here, you can see that this is the subject that goes as document for dummy user. And over here is the document. So as I'm going to click on review document, so over here, the document will be opened. So that means a new signature document is successfully generated by using the details from Google Sheets. So this automation is a successful one. That means now whenever in a new row I'm going to add the details, then automatically by using those details, a new signature document will be generated in DocuSign.
So if you like this video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe.
Not just these applications, you can integrate a lot more applications with the help of Pabbly Connect. So if you have any doubts regarding Pabbly, reach us at support@pabbly.com, and if you have any queries, you can visit us at forum.pabbly.com. If you have any pricing related query, you can visit this link. So if you like this video, please share it with your friends and colleagues, and do not forget to like, share and subscribe our channel.